Greg, let's talk about the timeline. I know on my way in this morning it wasn't too bad, but you said between 7 to 9 you're going to be really watching those hours.
It's going to start to pick up once again, so it hasn't been too bad as far as the precip goes overnight. But yes, that will be changing a little bit till later on today, as we are expecting an uptick in the freezing, a wintry mix, the freezing rain, sleet across the area after sunrise today, and it's going to continue as we go through most of the day. So here's what to expect. We'll kind of walk you through that as we head on out this morning. Again, we've seen that drizzle here early this morning, but that will change over to freezing rain and sleet, and it will become widespread. Some of this is going to be heavy as well as we go through the morning hours. Road conditions will worsen. We're going to be looking at that glaze to maybe upwards of 1/4 of an inch. That continues tonight. The freezing rain and sleet, well, icy travel certainly going to be likely tonight. The temperatures are going to stay well below freezing. We probably won't get out of the 20s, in fact, as we go through the day. And then widespread freezing rain tomorrow, especially early in the day. I think even some of this will continue on into the afternoon, so the icy road conditions will continue, and we will be below freezing for most of the day for tomorrow as well. So we'll talk more about those temperatures coming up. Right now, 24 degrees, taking you out to Fair Park, feeling like it's 15. So yes, it is a frigid start out there with those brisk north winds. We're still seeing low mid-20s heading over to Greenville at 25, 26 in Terrell, and 24 heading over to Fort Worth. There's what it looks like on radar. Not a whole lot. It's been in the form of drizzle overnight early this morning, but we're starting to see that uptick in our southern counties. And again, that's the trend that will continue for us with that freezing rain and sleet mixed in as we go through the morning commute. So here's what it looks like with the timecast. That's about now, but look what happens after sunrise around 9 a.m. It will be widespread across the area, and maybe those heavier bands of sleet that we're talking about, maybe even some of that thunder sleet like we saw around the area on yesterday. That continues on into this afternoon. Tapering off some as we head into this evening, so there will be a brief lull, I think, for a few hours heading into this evening before it increases once again in the form of that freezing rain as we head toward tomorrow morning. So we'll talk more about that for you coming up here in just a bit. But here's your look at your day planner. We're going to have the periods of freezing rain and sleet, again heavy at times, tapering off some as we head later into this afternoon, but still driving on the roads all day long. Going to be an issue out there with those temperatures staying in the upper 20s right on into the latter half of this afternoon.